Aha there, everybody. Today we have a special little treat for you. I'm going to show you guys how to wire these blinkers up on one of these Honda Groms. I was a little disappointed. I got up this morning all excited and I'm like, God, I got this great idea to post, and there's a guy named Rookster, R-O-O-K-Z-E-R. He posted the video this morning of the same exact thing, and the shitty part is I'm friends with this guy, and now what do? I don't want to be a dick and like try to look like I'm copying him. So he did one on how you actually tear everything apart and get it so it'll all work here. What I'm going to show you guys today is the actual, I bought this cheap stuff. He bought the one that actually has the clips. So what I'm going to show you guys today is how to do the wiring part of this. So basically, once you get your headlight off there, you just undo that one. This is super easy. It was only 4 bolts to pull this thing off. Undo that one. Okay, these are the old bulbs that aren't LED, and so they have 3 wires. So if you see, that's 3 wire here. The new setup on these cheap ones, there's actually expensive ones that have the 3 wires and they have all kinds of stuff, but these are just the $14 ones, only have 2. So we got to figure out how we change this normal lamp to an LED like this. And the way we do it is via this flasher here. So let me get a zoom in. So you can order this from eBay. I paid $8 for it with shipping and everything, and this is all you need. If you have anything like similar to these specs, you'll be fine. If you just type in LED flasher for a Grom, it'll come right up, and this is the one you want. So there's several different kinds, but basically it'll have these same numbers. So I hope you guys can see that good. So what happens from via the old to the new, when you would hit the flasher, you're getting 2 power sources to one light, so the blinkers wouldn't work. So you have to put these little diodes in here. So I went to Radio Shack. I don't know if where you live you have a Radio Shack, and you buy these little diodes right here, 1N4004, or this number here at the end, it could be similar. Anywhere around in this range will work. All you're doing is trying to control the flow of power. To give you guys a brief explanation, this is what we're trying to do. Okay. So the way a diode works is power can go on a diode. Power can go one direction through it, and it won't travel back the other direction. That's how all diodes works. If you really get into it, you can do AC to DC with these, also doing a triangle type of a thing, but let's not get too crazy. Okay, so what we're trying to do is now I've got 2. So on here I've got 2 power sources. So one is a constant running light and the other is my blinker. So what I need to do is somehow find a way to get a negative and 2 positives go to 1. So now with this diode, what happens is you have your constant running and you have your blinker coming in. But since we have diodes, the power can't go back through. So when you have your blinker on or your running light on, this won't just stay constantly on. It'll actually work correctly, because now we have 2 power sources. And now when the blinker relay turns on, it'll say do blinker, and it won't go back through to your running light where it stays constant power to it. So that's the reason we do this. So all we need to do is on here. Hold on, let's take a little break. So this is what we got here. I took this apart for you so you can see what we did. Basically, you do the same thing on both sides. This one's still, I put some heat shrink tape on there, but so you see how these diodes are running. So here's the constant and here's the blinker. So we put them both into, if you could see here, you see how this is wired? Like if you just look at it, like just think logically, here you go. You got your green, which is your negative, and you got your positive going to the light. And these diodes, all you do is just solder them in there. This is the part they're going to charge you like the $100 for. These little lights right here are only paid $14 for them. you know, for 2 of those, but what they charge you for is doing this for you. So they make another little harness that just clips right in here, but you can just do this yourself. Look at this. Negative and positive, and then these little diodes. So like I was saying, you make sure power's traveling this way. The little line is the stop. So you want power to go in, but not come back. So all we're going to do is you just solder these 2 together like this, and they go to here, to there. And it's just like it's just that easy. That's all you got to do. And you just cut this other one. You don't need this anymore, because now you don't have, in this you actually have 2 filaments inside the bulb, so you actually have 2 different lights inside the same bulb. This you only have, it's one power source. So this is why we put the diodes. Power in, the constant will stay on, and then the blinker now will work correctly. The flasher you have to do, because the old one it's built for higher power. Oh great, you fucking assholes, whoever that guy is a dick. Okay, so I hope this video helps you guys. Here's another little quick look. This is all you got to do. I just capped this one off, so I left it a little bit long so you can actually reuse it again if you want to go back to these stock ones. I know maybe someday they might go back to retro. All right, coming up with that though, going back to the retro, look at this. What do you think? I'm going to use my old Grom lights on the barn find. What do you think of that barn find? We are going to make ourselves this thing street legal again, and we're going to ride this bitch around. What do you think of that? This is Austin's. But what do you think of this? I think this thing is way cooler. Look at that. That is cool. That's all I can say about that one. There'll be some more on that one. That's just a sneak peek. All right, guys. So the rest, all you got to do now is after you get it all back together, if you do it just like this, how this little, you could just see right here, if you do it just like that, it's going to work perfect, and you don't need to go buy those expensive ass lights. You just buy these little cheap $14 ones, and you stick these things in there. They're going to break anyways. You're going to crash this thing. You didn't buy a Grom because you're like an upstanding citizen. You bought a Grom because you want to go fuck some shit up. All right, guys. I hope this helps you guys. Once again, Rookster, I'm not trying to jock you, dude. I just I had the same idea. I went and refilmed this just because you released it right before me, and you've been helping me so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks, bud. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm out. Bye.